Do you not know, dear soul, that when God ordains something, no distance, no delay, no power of earth or hell can undo his decree? The one who holds the universe in his palm is not hindered by miles or borders. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. Mark 10:9. Many have mistaken absence for ending, but what God joins, he sustains, even when eyes cannot see, even when hands cannot touch. When love is born of heaven, time cannot age it, and distance cannot kill it. Consider Jacob and Rachel. For 7 long years he labored for her hand, separated by duty and distance, yet his love did not fade. And they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. Genesis 29:20. So it is with what God has ordained. Waiting refines it, not ruins it. When God unites 2 hearts for his purpose, that bond is more than emotion. It is spiritual covenant. A 3-fold cord is not quickly broken. Ecclesiastes 4:12. The Spirit himself ties that cord, and where the Spirit binds, separation cannot sever. So, beloved, stop fearing the space between you. God is in the space. Whither shall I go from thy Spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? Psalm 139, verse 7. The same God who watches you in your room watches them in theirs. He speaks to both hearts at once. He softens, corrects, matures, and prepares. Do not rush, do not despair. If the joining is divine, the distance is only divine delay. The Father who brought Rebekah from afar to Isaac's field still moves people in his perfect timing. Genesis 24:62-67. And when that hour arrives, it will not be coincidence. It will be covenant confirmed. You will look upon that person, and your heart will whisper, "This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes." Psalm 118, verse 23. So rest, beloved. Trust the one who joined what you cannot hold. Distance cannot break what God has blessed. The covenant stands, and heaven watches over it. 2. The sanctifying power of distance. Ah, distance, how often we despise it. Yet what if the very space that troubles you is the tool God is using to sanctify you? Joseph was separated from his family for years, yet that separation transformed him from a dreamer into a ruler. Ruth left Moab behind and journeyed far to a strange land, yet distance was the bridge to destiny. The Lord sometimes allows distance to refine love and purify motives. He strips away the noise so that affection may prove itself holy. For what is from God will survive silence. It will mature in waiting. It will deepen in prayer. Beloved, while you are apart, the potter's hands are busy. He is shaping both vessels for a covenant that must carry weight. Distance is not rejection. It is refinement. And when the refining is complete, the reunion will not be ordinary. It will be ordained. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. 3rd, the certainty of divine reunion. There comes a day, beloved, when waiting ends, when the unseen work of God suddenly appears before human eyes, and you will say, "Now I see it. He was working all along." Rebekah did not know her journey across the desert would lead her to Isaac, yet the Lord had ordained their meeting before she ever left home. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. Genesis 24:63. At that moment, 2 lives joined, not by coincidence, but by covenant. So it shall be with you. The one meant for you is moving under the same guiding hand that orders your own steps. The same God who is sanctifying you is sanctifying them. When the time is fulfilled, he will bring you together as surely as morning follows night. And when he does, you will stand still in quiet awe and whisper, "This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes." Psalm 118, verse 23. So take heart, child of God. Stop fearing the miles. Stop doubting the silence. Distance cannot break what God has bound. The covenant still stands, the plan is still alive, and heaven is still watching over your story. Rest, trust, and believe, for soon the space between will close, and what was promised will appear before you in the fullness of time. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. 1 Thessalonians 5:24.
Prayer is a powerful tool to invite God's intervention to bring peace and restoration into your relationship. Spend dedicated time in prayer, both individually and together, seeking God's intervention and His peace to permeate every aspect of your relationship. Pray for His wisdom, discernment, and guidance in resolving conflicts, healing wounds, and rebuilding trust. Trust that He hears your prayers and is actively working to bring peace and restoration. Remember that true peace in your relationship comes from aligning your hearts and actions with God's principles. Seek to love one another selflessly, communicate with kindness and understanding, and prioritize the well-being of the other person. Allow God's love to flow through you and guide your words and actions. Embrace forgiveness, grace, and humility as you strive to create an atmosphere of peace. God is the ultimate source of peace, and He desires to bring His peace into your relationship. Trust in His ability to calm the storms, heal wounds, and restore harmony. Seek Him earnestly, surrendering your relationship to His care. Embrace humility, forgiveness, and the willingness to reconcile. Invite God into the center of your relationship, making Him the foundation of your love. Through prayer, align your hearts with God's principles and allow His peace to permeate every aspect of your relationship. With God's peace, your relationship can be transformed, and you can experience the joy and restoration He has in store for you. In conclusion, remember the profound wisdom of Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5. Thus said the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. It is crucial to place your trust in God for the restoration of your broken relationship, rather than relying solely on human efforts. Surrender your relationship to His divine guidance, avoiding dependence on your understanding. Trust in His wisdom and follow His directions to restore your relationship, knowing that He can surpass what was previously broken. Understand that there is a remedy for your situation, and seeking God's help is the key. Submit to His leadership and authority, refraining from interfering in His work. Remember that as a loving Father, God deeply cares for you and desires to see you experience joy through a restored relationship. His power can move mountains on your behalf, and you deserve the happiness that He intends for you. If only you can trust in God only without trying to compromise on His word, you will see the results that He talks about. God cannot lie if He tells you that He will bring peace and restoration to your relationship. That is exactly what He will do. There is still a second chance for your relationship. God can restore everything that has been stolen by the enemy and bring peace and harmony to your relationship.